From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. We are continuing to track this Lone Rock fire as it's 3 miles north of Lone Rock. At least that was the origin point. It's now 51,000 acres, only 1% contained, and it continues to spread to the south, to the north, and to the east, which is why we had level 3 evacuations extended into southwestern Morrow County overnight. This was the update, the latest update from the Morrow County Sheriff's Office, which was just handed down about maybe 7-8 hours ago. But a level 3 go now evacuation is in place from the West County line along Buttermilk Canyon to Highway 207, and then from milepost 10 south of Hardman to the South Morrow County line. There's also level 2 evacuation area surrounding this. Now, unfortunately, the Sheriff's Office did not list the streets or the places involved in that, but you can go to the Oregon Office of Emergency Management. You can go to their website. It's called Raptor. There's an interactive map, and you can find those boundaries, the level 2 and the level 3 boundaries listed. Okay, this morning temperatures in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, just kind of depends on your microclimate. A little bit later today, it's going to be pretty hot. Also, we are expecting some smoke and some haze from this Lone Rock fire, and we'll time that out coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Right now, Good Morning Northwest, a new fire ignites in Franklin County, threatening crops and power infrastructure. We'll tell you how much land is burned and how one farmer took matters into their own hands.
It was a busy weekend for local fire crews, from vegetation fires to a house fire that prompted evacuations. Our Riley Fitzgerald speaks with the Kennewick Fire Chief about these incidents.
And a convicted felon is facing new charges after police say he had a stolen gun and a stolen car. We have what else police are saying they found in the Kennewick hotel he was staying at.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica DeWall.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is 5:02 on Tuesday, July 16th.
How is your morning going, Jill?
It's going well. How's yours?
It's good. We got some changes coming on in the show. It's going to be pretty exciting.
So a bit of a new format starting. We saw Josh started us off with weather, and of course we'll have lots more to talk about with weather coming up.
Exactly, but we're going to go to your top stories now. So starting off, firefighters are working to suppress a new fire in Franklin County near Colotis.
The Wallace Walker Road fire started shortly after 2 yesterday afternoon, burning between the Lower Monument Dam and a campground along Devil's Canyon Road. It's already burned an area of more than 500 acres. According to the state fire marshal, the fire is burning in grass and brush, and it was threatening crops, power infrastructure, and homes.
State Fire Assistance has been mobilized to support firefighters. Our crew on scene says air support began to arrive around 7 last night. A volunteer firefighter tells us one of their top priorities was saving the crops since it is harvest season.
One farmer at the top of the cliff used their equipment to draw a fire line before the flames reached the wheat fields. There are currently no evacuation orders, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more. Well, multiple fires sparked in Kennewick this weekend and overnight on Monday.
Riley Fitzgerald takes us first to the scene of a house fire that prompted the evacuation of multiple homes in Kennewick.
One house in Kennewick burned overnight on Monday. It happened at the 6800 block of West 20th Avenue just after 12:30 in the morning.
Our dispatch center was reporting that a tree was on fire in a backyard. That was the first call that we got, and then fairly quickly after that, we got additional information from our dispatch center indicating that the house was on fire. When our crew got here, the house was fully involved in fire. We had fire coming out of all the doors, the windows, and it was actually threatening 2 nearby homes.
Several homes were evacuated as a precaution, and about an hour and a half later, everyone was allowed to return home except for the one destroyed by fire. This fire is still under investigation, but the police department told our crew Monday morning that the fire was determined not suspicious around 2:30 a.m. From a house fire to wildfires, KFD was kept busy all weekend. More sparks caused 3 wildfires all along Kennewick railways. As fire crews worked on one, another sparked, and then another.
We had 3 different starts on that fire. One of them was on Canal Drive. That was right about the 3000 block of Canal. The second one was over off of Arthur Street and Canal. And then the third one was off of Deschutes Avenue. So three separate fires. Two of the fires, the first two that I mentioned there, were about 2 acres in size, and that last one was about a half an acre to an acre in size.
The Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad responded, along with the fire and police crews. Fire Chief Chad Michael says the BNSF crew was out quickly and was able to inspect the tracks after stopping the nearby train. As these fires started around the same time all along Kennewick Railways, the fire is being investigated as potentially starting from a passing train.
Obviously, we haven't definitively been able to say that, but that's what it looks like at this point. That we're kind of leaning towards was that it was likely the train.
But in a response from BNSF, quote, "Though the cause is still under investigation, there was no evidence pointing to a train as the cause of the fire you are referring to." In Kennewick, Riley Fitzgerald for Good Morning Northwest.
And you can read about BNSF's response to the fires and how the organization says it works to reduce the risk of fires around its tracks and equipment. Right now, no one was hurt, and all of these fires are still under investigation.
Walla Walla Fire District 4 firefighters need your help with the vote in the August primary, as they're calling for a fire levy lid lift to maintain emergency service levels.
Walla Walla Fire District 4 says the lid lift would fund additional firefighters and paramedics to reduce response times. It would also replace old apparatus and renovate Walla Walla Fire Station 41 to support firefighters' health and safety. The fire chief says that the levy lid lift is not only to add things, but to continue to provide the services people already expect.
First and foremost, the additional revenue would help us maintain the essential emergency services that we need to provide service. That's the very first thing that these funds would be able to use, is to make sure that we continue to provide the service that we're providing now and have financial stability.
In 2003, the fire levy rate was $1.39 per $1,000 of assessed property value. Since then, the rate has dropped to 88 cents as property values went up. Now, Fire District 4 is asking voters to raise the fire levy from 88 cents to $1.26. This proposal will appear on the August 6th primary election ballot.
Here in the Tri-Cities, repainting work continues on the Blue Bridge connecting Kennewick and Pasco. Up until now, most of the lane closures have been in the southbound lanes going from Pasco toward Kennewick. But as of yesterday morning, drivers in both directions are dealing with lane closures. These are necessary to give crews room to work. And remember, this will go a lot smoother if you use the zipper merge technique. If you need a refresher, we have a lot of information about that on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a local jail is using new technology to watch over inmates.
This after rising concerns about inmates' deaths. Emily Goodell with that report.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest will be back in just a few minutes.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales event is on. Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles, like the Built Wild Bronco family, with a deal you just can't miss. Your biggest adventures are waiting. So make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus in Kennewick, now accepting new patients for primary care. We offer patient-specific solutions for physical, mental, and emotional health concerns. You'll receive quality one-on-one time with our medical professionals and experienced support team. Begin your new health plan with today's best technologies and facilities for the whole family. Play hard, live well at the PC. Call us at 509-783-5465 today.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, August 22nd at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Remember, just 24 hours back, we were tracking some air quality that was just straight up unhealthy for almost all of Umatilla County. It looks like a lot of that haze and smoke has receded for the time being, but we are expecting a revamping of that a little bit later in the day, especially with some of these hot and dry conditions and with a raging inferno right now where Gillum County, Wheeler County, and Morrow County all sort of converge. So you see, this is our futurecast smoke model where you see some of the yellows, some of the oranges, some of the reds. That's where there is some of the thicker either haze or smoke. So the model's picking up on that right now, pretty adjacent to the fire. We'll put this into motion though, and we'll stop this right around, well, I thought it was going to stop around lunchtime, but apparently it's just going to keep going. But you'll notice that the haze is going to become a little bit more widespread over the next couple of days, and some of those gaps will start to get filled in. So if you are in one of those sensitive groups as it pertains to smoke, if you have a pre-existing respiratory illness, this is just something to be mindful of, and I would definitely keep tabs on the air quality in your neck of the woods. Here's your forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Should be up around 100 degrees again, actually a little bit closer to 105, and unfortunately it looks like we trend even hotter than this as we head into the weekend. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Amid concerns about inmate deaths in Washington state jails and prisons, one local jail is trying something new. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the Kittitas County Jail is using new technology to watch over its inmates.
The Kittitas County Jail hasn't had an inmate death in 5 years, but Inspector Chris Whitsett says it's an ever-present danger.
So a lot of the people who get arrested and have to serve time in jail are not in good health. You encounter a lot of hazardous health conditions, people for whom it's worrisome to be responsible for their health.
Especially when it comes to inmates who've used fentanyl prior to entering the jail.
You don't know how much fentanyl they took or had, or what they swallowed when they thought they were going to get arrested.
But now they're piloting the Overwatch system by Foresight Labs, a new technology to monitor inmates' health.
This chunky-looking smartwatch doesn't do any of the cool smartwatch things. It doesn't count your steps or whatever, but it does gather information about that person's some core health metrics.
Things like heart rate or oxygen level, tracking and alerting jail staff to changes that could indicate a medical emergency.
It's going to get a jail deputy right there. And that can make a life or death difference.
The device is designed to be difficult to damage.
If they do damage it, we don't believe that they're going to be able to hurt themselves with the product of this damaged thing.
Whitsett says people can refuse to wear one if they don't want to. For now, they're starting with just 5 devices.
We're targeting the use of these on the people who are most vulnerable in that early period, or maybe people with known persistent high-risk health issues.
The cost of the pilot program, $21,000 for a year, paid for by the Washington County's Risk Pool, one of their insurers.
It's a very sensible investment for the risk pool if it turns out to be effective.
Because the cost of emergency care, substantially more than caring for issues caught quickly.
It's definitely going to be better for the inmate to handle a problem early, and better for us in terms of the county and the state's finances.
Whitsett says they may expand the program later on, depending on its success.
They're going to assess, is this helping us to monitor risks? Is this helping us to make good decisions about how to care for inmates? Those are the metrics that are where the rubber's going to meet the road for this project.
The ultimate goal, to keep inmates safer and healthier. In Kittitas County, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Jail officials say they installed the Overwatch system this month, and they're already using it to monitor the health of inmates after intake. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Yakima City Council is in the process of negotiations for selecting its new city manager. We have the details when we come back.
Here's to feeling at home on mountain trails, playing by the river all day, exploring your favorite off-beaten paths and terrains, or simply savoring your favorite foods. Here's to Subaru season. Experience all our hometown summers have to offer with the new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru. Your way home.
Get a new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru today with 2.9% financing.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
Meet FatBeam Fiber, the fastest growing fiber provider in the West. With over 150,000 fiber miles across 150 cities and 8 states, we offer reliable internet and top-tier service to business, government, healthcare, education, and residential customers. From dedicated internet access to wireless backup, our team ensures 99.99% uptime and superior connectivity. Trust FatBeam Fiber to expand network capabilities and protect your data. Discover more and request a quote at fatbeamfiber.com.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
Rowing on North Idaho rivers. Apple Valley News Now, tonight at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. News out of Yakima. The Yakima City Council has identified its top choice for new city manager and is in the process of negotiations. The candidate's name has yet to be announced, but city officials say they started with 46 applications, narrowed it down to 7 semifinalists, and then 2 finalists. That includes Yakima Valley Conference of Government's Deputy Director Vicki Baker and Welton, Arizona Town Richard Marsh Jr. Former Franklin County Administrator Mike Gonzalez made the top 3, but says he did not get the job.
The council identified one of the 3 finalists to have staff work with, and the process involves background checks and then also negotiation.
City officials say there is no timeline for how long the background check and negotiation process may take, but they are hoping to have them in place as soon as possible. Also, the city of Sunnyside hosted a meet and greet with 2 finalists for its city manager position. This happened at the Varietal Beer Company last night. The finalists are Aaron Palmquist and Mike Gonzalez. Again, Gonzalez was recently considered as the candidate for Yakima City Manager, but says he did not get it after announcing he would leave his position as Franklin County Administrator. And the City Council is set to hold a special meeting tonight. We'll keep you updated with more information. Be sure to stay updated on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert full forecast. He'll let you know how the rest of the week is looking. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Goodwill provides opportunities for those that might have barriers to employment.
Those barriers could be disabilities all the way up to recently incarcerated. And our job is to find a way to give these folks the skills to find gainful employment in the community.
We provide such a wide variety of training. Our ECC organizations can get somebody a job.
The relationships that are built through those programs gives these organizations a long-time employee if they so wish.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
The savings continue with stock reduction savings in Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including Ball regular and wide-mouth canning jars and lids. Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Car wreck, I'm here to help you.
His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has.
Stacy always says really good things about me.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was gonna get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, it doesn't have to be an apple. Wellness looks different for everyone. It looks like this, and this, and whatever this is. It's really that simple. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, where do I sign up for this? All that matters is you're taking a step towards the healthier you, inside and out. Find your apple.
STCU is happy to support the Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
To vote, scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Plus, you could win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires and Whitman Hill Winery.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Vote now in the Apple Valley News Now Restaurant Showdown.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a First Alert Extreme Impact Fire Day, as it's going to be hot, and of course the fuels are going to be very dry. Winds won't be as much of a factor for today as they were for yesterday. I think the haze and the smoke is definitely going to be much more of a factor, but look at these temperatures up into the triple digits for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys, surpassing 100 in the Tri-Cities and the Lower Columbia Basin, and then a mixture of 90s and triple digits for the foothills of the Blues. So if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time, of course, take plenty of breaks and stay plenty hydrated out there. For tonight, we'll turn even milder than what we're seeing for this morning, with 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. The same thing for the Lower Columbia Basin, even some lower 70s for the foothills of the Blues. And again, we're expecting some more widespread haze to kind of overtake the area for tonight. Okay, our temperatures, unfortunately, it doesn't really look like they're going to bounce between 100 and 105 anymore. Now it looks like Sunday's maybe gonna break away from the pack, and we could be back pretty close to 110 degrees, about 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. And of course, more hot weather means that we'll have more dry fuels, which means more First Alert Extreme Impact Fire Days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the whole viewing area, with emphasis especially on Wednesday, Sunday, and Monday, as those will be the days in which we do have some chances for some lightning. Now, albeit they're pretty small chances, but chances nonetheless, and so of course we'll be watching all that very closely. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Cascades. We'll see some haze for today. Of course, that chance for thunderstorms into tomorrow, little chances into Sunday and Monday as well. For the Kittitas Valley, triple digits over the next few days, a little break in the action for Friday, but look at that, back up around 105 for Sunday. Then for the Yakima Valley, a lot of triple digits on the map, and then a couple different chances for thunderstorms Those days being Wednesday and Monday. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, looks like Wednesday is probably going to be our best shot at seeing some rain or even some thunderstorms, which would be real bad news. The rain wouldn't be bad news, but of course that comes along with a price to pay. And then for the foothills of the Blues, looks like we have more triple digits in store. And then for the Blue Mountains, pretty significant chance of thunderstorms for tomorrow. And we'll also have some thunderstorms into Sunday and Monday.
Thank you, Josh. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, the Reach Museum turns 10 years old this month, and they have a social activity for kids, or a special activity for kids and families today. Here's a hint, it's free. Keep it here to hear all about it.
Plus, new details have emerged about the suspected shooter at the Trump rally. We tell you what those are in just a few minutes. But first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Amazon Prime Day is here. Millions of deals are available. Top picks include a Shark robot vacuum for $250 and a Ring video doorbell for $50. Analysts say popular items are expected to sell out quickly. Prime Day runs through tomorrow. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has confirmed the company is delaying its robo-taxi rollout from August to a date in October. Musk says the extra time is needed to make an important design change to the front of the vehicle. Finally, YouTube Music is rolling out new AI features for premium users. They can create custom playlists by describing their music preferences and identify songs by humming, singing, or playing them. The new features will be available on both iOS and Android devices. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Marianne and Allie. Have a great day, everyone.
I'm a bee, and I bumbled my way into your car. Buzz. But this hive isn't big enough for the both of us. Boo!
Oh, wow, what a buzzkill. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage,
Paying for this could really sting. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
To stay on top of my game, I need to keep up my energy.
Cliff Bar is purposely crafted with 10 grams of protein and organic oats.
Because the more good you put in, the more great you get out.
Cliff, the most important ingredient is you.
You are bountiful. Your skeleton can support 2 times your weight. It's in your nature to stand strong. Supplement your bones with high absorption magnesium. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica DeLal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. Thank you for being here today.
We are going to start off with some of your top stories this morning.
Yeah, well, the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality issued an air quality advisory for Baker, Grant, Morrow, and Umatilla counties.
This, of course, is all due to smoke from fires all across Oregon. The advisories are expected to last until at least this Wednesday afternoon. That's July 17th, tomorrow. Some advice to protect you and your family from smoke includes stay inside if possible, avoid any strenuous outdoor activity, and be aware of smoke in your area and avoid places with the highest levels.
Turning to political news, it's still unclear why a gunman opened fire at former President Donald Trump's rally Saturday, but more information is now out about the shooting.
One victim and the shooter are dead as a result of it. 2 people are listed as stable after sustaining serious injuries. And former President Donald Trump has a wounded ear. Amy Kiley has the latest on the investigation. And we are having some technical difficulties right now, so we will work on that and get back to you with that story. But authorities do say the gunman, the Secret Service, and a Butler Township police officer all fired weapons at the rally.
Yeah, now in case you missed this, during the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin yesterday, former President Trump announced his vice president pick.
Chosen as his running mate is Senator J.D. Vance from Ohio. So Trump Jr. was telling CNN what he thinks about his father's choice. Still having some technical difficulties. We will work on that. But locally, our political leaders are reacting to what transpired in Pennsylvania this past weekend. So yesterday, Tiffany Smiley, the Republican candidate for Washington's 4th Congressional District, released a statement, and she said in part, quote, "We're praying for President Trump, the victims in attendance, and their families. Our president showed extraordinary courage under fire, and I'm thankful God protected him."
All right, we are going to go to weather now. Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth, what is the day looking like?
Yeah, the day's looking like it's going to be a hot one. There's going to be a little bit more widespread haze in the mix, and also we'll be tracking some. It's going to be slightly hotter as opposed to yesterday, but we're really splitting hairs there. Okay, temperatures right now 50s and 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. We're in the 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, and then we're in the 60s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. Here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. It's going to be a really easy forecast, at least in terms of the coatcast. No coat necessary. It's going to be all t-shirt weather, up around triple digits by the time we get to the peak of daytime heating. So for today, will still be about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. And again, that smoke and haze, that's actually prompting an air quality advisory, or excuse me, an air quality alert for portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties. Also, today is just given that it's going to be so hot and dry out there. Today is a first alert extreme impact fire day for the whole viewing area. I'll show you some of the data to back that up coming up in a few minutes.
And going back to local reaction, Representative Dan Newhouse posted on X the day of the shooting that he said, quote, "Today's assassination attempt on Donald Trump is appalling, has no place in American politics. I'm grateful President Trump's injuries are not serious."
Democrats are also speaking out. Democratic Washington State gubernatorial candidate Bob Ferguson said, quote, "I condemn this act of violence against former President Donald Trump in the strongest possible terms. As a nation, we must come together."
In Walla Walla, the elections office will conduct testing to ensure everything goes smoothly for this election cycle. And you'll be able to witness the moment.
Officials tell Apple Valley News Now that a logic and accuracy test will be performed on the optical scan system used to tabulate the ballots. The test will be conducted by the auditor's office tomorrow, July 17th, and in the afternoon hours, and the test will be held at the elections office in Walla Walla and is open for public viewing.
In a crime alert now, officers with the Kennewick Police Department make an arrest after spotting a stolen car. Officers spotted the car in the 300 block of North Eli Street in the parking lot of a hotel. After running the plates, officers say the car came back as stolen. When they walked up to the car, they say they could see a handgun inside. Officers say they arrested Chad Benefield on suspicion of possession of a stolen vehicle, drug charges, and gun possession. He was arrested at the hotel. After searching the room Benefield was in, investigators say they found narcotics and a gun hidden in an air vent. During a search of the hotel room, officers found narcotics and that gun in the air vent. The Reach Museum is celebrating 10 years in the community all this month. And today there's free admission all day for Tri-Cities, and there will be special activities. Reach Museum Education Manager Pauline Schaefer says while the museum is celebrating its past this month, it's also looking forward to its future.
We've got an exhibit through the summer right now that is showing the past 10 years of the Reach, but also has some sketches for what we will become in the future, looking towards our expansion, creating a new wing of the building that will be a STEAM education center. So big plans happening in the future, too.
The special exhibit for today is called STEM in Action. People can come by and learn about current science and research in the community. And more events are happening all month long. You can read more about it up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, everyone on the internet is talking about the Home Run Derby event, but it's not because of baseball. We show you why coming up.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique and we're here for all life's occasions all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick is still open, and we're having a sale. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Former President Trump, the assassination attempt, the shooter and at least one bystander confirmed dead. Stay with ABC News and David Muir reporting live on World News Tonight and with special coverage of the Republican National Convention tonight on ABC.
Whitman Hill Winery is proud to support Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
Scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com to vote for your favorite and enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
Are you suffering from stomach pain, a sprained ankle, or does your child have cold or flu-like symptoms? When sudden illness or minor injuries occur, Astrea Rapid Care is here for you. Our providers can see you right away with no appointment necessary. Astrea Rapid Care is the place for minor emergencies, sprains, cuts, and more, with convenient locations in Prosser, Sunnyside, and Toppenish. Astrea Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Communist China poses an economic and national security threat to America.
And Dan Newhouse is the leader in Congress fighting for our security.
Dan stood up to Communist China and wrote the bill to stop them from buying up American farms and ranches.
And Dan's working to secure the border and stop the flow of deadly Chinese fentanyl through Mexico and into our communities.
Where Joe Biden fails us, Dan Newhouse fights for us.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message to stand up to Communist China and to secure our border.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Just wanted to show you the temperatures again as we're in the 50s and 60s for the Yakima and Kittitas Valleys, 50s and 60s for the Lower Columbia Basin, and also it's 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. Here's your hour by hour for today for the Tri-Cities. You'll notice that the haze will start to move in right around lunchtime. It's going to be pretty light haze. I'm not thinking air quality will be too impacted, at least within the Lower Columbia Basin, but down in the foothills of the Blues, especially in Morrow and Umatilla counties, that's where we are expecting some much tougher air quality, as there is an air quality alert in place for Morrow County and Umatilla County. By the way, it's going to be pretty hot today, up around 100 in the Tri-Cities. So for today, should keep things pretty dry as we're stepping through the day with Futurecast. We'll stop this right around midnight. You'll notice some more clouds starting to filter in, and this is going to be the precursor to maybe some showers going across the region into tomorrow morning. Maybe there could be some lightning embedded within this as well, especially into the early afternoon, but looks like a lot of this gets out of here into the late afternoon to early evening, looking pretty dry as we head into Thursday. And I did tell you I was going to show you fire fuel energy metrics. I forgot to put that graphic in here, but just off the top of my head, it's going to be up around the 99th percentile for the entire region. So this lightning chance that we have into tomorrow is looking pretty dicey. So for today, temperatures up around 100 degrees. It's going to be pretty hot. Will be about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, and unfortunately we have some much hotter weather that's on the way as we head into this week, and I'll have more to say about that coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. And now we are going to go into some entertainment news. So what's been trending? The national anthem, and most of us have no problem singing it, but when it comes to the national stage, even the most seasoned singers seem to lose their way.
Absolutely. And at the Home Run Derby last night, four-time Grammy-nominated singer Ingrid Andress going viral for her singing. Take a look.
Oh, say, can you see? Fans at the Home Run Derby were paying attention to a different kind of pitch last night. That our flag was still there. Four-time Grammy-nominated country music star Ingrid Andress becoming the latest singer to struggle with the national anthem. For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Critics flooded the singer's social media account with memes reacting to the star-spangled spectacle. Comments on her Instagram account later disabled. She's far from the first performer to be challenged by the anthem. From Michael Bolton forgetting the lyrics in 2003, by the dawn's early light, to Fergie's creative rendition, which she acknowledged did not strike the intended tone. Many singers have had trouble with it, but one anthem performance left critics saying, I have nothing to criticize. Whitney Houston at the 1991 Super Bowl.
Ooh, chills right at the end.
I'm glad they ended it with Whitney Houston because poor Josh over here, he's like cringing, he's
That was a
struggling.
good palate cleanser, for sure.
Yeah, I
that.
feel so bad for
I do
her.
too.
It is such a difficult thing to perform in front of that many people. She was a cappella.
Four-time
Very
Grammy
difficult.
nominated. Like that just shows how good she is. But you know, things happen.
Let's not kick her while she's down.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'd like to hear her perform again,
like
and
being
hopefully
mean.
she could redeem herself
Yes,
with that
hopefully.
It was a little funny.
He's laughing. Well, spooky season is almost here, or it's kind of here already. What do you guys think?
Not quite. I mean, it's too hot.
Yeah.
But now is the time to start shopping if you want to go all out with your Halloween decor. Starting on Thursday, some of Home Depot's biggest Halloween decorations go on sale.
So do you guys think it's too early for Halloween talk? I don't think so at all. I think you got to start planning your costumes right now.
I saw a Christmas commercial the other day. I'm not lying.
Whoa. Wait, it's not too early for that either.
I think it's way too early for all
It's
the
too
above.
hot. You want to feel like it's cold when it's Christmas at least.
No, I'm not. Pumpkins will rot in this heat, so no thank you.
Well, Home Depot recently hinted at the Halloween launch on its Instagram page.
Yeah, the home improvement giant will again have Skelly, the colossal 12-foot tall animated skeleton, and its sidekick, Skelly Dog. Points lost for creativity on the sidekick, but they're going to be on sale.
Of course. Well, Skelly has been a Halloween hit since it hit stores in 2020. Since then, the retailer has expanded its product line due to consumer demand.
Other popular items like a 7-foot animated Frankenstein and the giant Inferno Deadwood skeleton will likely be available. How exciting for us Halloween fans.
It's too early.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got the latest on the fast-growing Wallace Walker Road fire, which started yesterday afternoon.
Also, what you missed on the Lone Rock fire, that's all coming up in your 5 o'clock morning sprint.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Attention all Hanford and PNNL workers and contractors.
Join United Energy Workers Healthcare for a free lunch and learn resource fair on Friday, July 19th at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick from 11 to 2 p.m. You may qualify for additional healthcare benefits and financial compensation. Learn more at our free lunch and learn resource fair on Friday, July 19th at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick from 11 to 2 p.m.
STCU is happy to support the Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
To vote, scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Plus, you could win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires and Whitman Hill Winery.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Take good care of you, Bruce Heating and Air.
Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighting, accident injury lawyers.
Meet Fatbeam Fiber, the fastest growing fiber provider in the West. With over 150,000 fiber miles across 150 cities and 8 states, we offer reliable internet and top-tier service to business, government, healthcare, education, and residential customers. From dedicated internet access to wireless backup, our team ensures 99.99% uptime and superior connectivity. Trust Fatbeam Fiber to expand network capabilities and protect your data. Discover more and request a quote at fatbeamfiber.com.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99, Wednesdays only at KFC.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're going to go back to that story we were telling you about earlier. It's still unclear why a gunman opened fire at former President Donald Trump's rally Saturday, but more information is now out about the shooting.
One victim and the shooter are dead as a result of it. 2 people are listed as stable after sustaining serious injuries, and Trump has a wounded ear. Amy Kiley has the latest on the investigation.
In high school, he was never the type that I would have to worry about.
New details are emerging about the suspect in the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. Law enforcement sources say investigators haven't found evidence suggesting a political or ideological motive. That's despite breaking into the suspect's phone, searching his room, and interviewing people who knew him.
I was shocked because knowing that he lived so close to me, that he did something like that, it's shocking.
Meanwhile,
we're going to continue to be transparent and communicate with people.
The Secret Service director says local police were in the building when the suspect fired from its roof. A source with knowledge of the matter says they were snipers. The Fraternal Order of Police president calls officers at the event heroes. He blames, quote, the management or command level for Trump getting shot in the ear.
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service. It was unacceptable, and it's something that shouldn't happen again.
Former White House physician Ronnie Jackson says he examined Trump and thinks he can heal without surgery. Eric Trump describes learning his father was otherwise okay.
He cracked a little joke, and I knew, the Donald Trump I know, the father I know is back.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Authorities say the gunman, the Secret Service, and a Butler Township police officer all fired weapons at the rally. And now we'll go into your morning sprint.
Now, the morning sprint.
The time is 5:48. It's time to get to your morning sprint.
We're going to take you right to our 6 a.m. hour, but first up, here's the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Starting off, a new fire has popped up in northern Franklin County near Colotis. The Wallace Walker Road fire started shortly after 2 p.m. yesterday and has grown to a size of more than 500 acres. Fire officials say this fire is a threat to crops, power infrastructure, and homes. State Fire Assistance has been mobilized to support firefighters.
The Morrow County Sheriff's Office in Oregon says the Lone Rock fire that started in Gilliam County is now threatening homes along the county line of Morrow County. Last night, just after 5 p.m., level 3 evacuations were called for the city of Hardman. An updated status has not been released. The Red Cross has opened a temporary shelter at the Hepner Elementary School. The Lone Rock fire has burned more than 51,000 acres. The fire started on July 13th and is 0% contained.
The city of Sunnyside will most likely announce its pick for city manager tonight. The council is expected to have a special meeting tonight at the council chambers. There are 2 candidates at the moment to decide on. Former Franklin County Administrator Mike Gonzalez is on the list. He was also being considered for Yakima city manager. The other Sunnyside candidate is Aaron Palmquist. The meeting will be live streamed starting at 6 p.m. tonight.
A heads up for drivers who use the Blue Bridge. Repainting work is now causing lane closures in both directions. The closures are necessary to give crews room to work, but it does mean drivers will have to be a bit more patient and perfect the art of the zipper merge. The Blue Bridge project is expected to be all finished by early next year. Crews continue to make repairs before it will be repainted.
And if you're a Tri-Cities resident, you can get into the Reach Museum for free today. It's part of the museum's month-long celebration of its 10th anniversary. Today's special is STEM in Action. People can come by and learn about current science and research in the community.
In your national headlines this morning, the Republican National Convention continues in Milwaukee today. According to a number of sources, former GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley is expected to speak at the convention today. Haley was Trump's chief rival in the Republican primary contests.
Former President Donald Trump has selected his running mate for the election. In case you missed this news, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance will join him on the Republican ticket. Trump announced his pick on social media, citing Vance's successful business career, and says the senator will focus on helping American workers and farmers.
In your business headlines this morning, it's a good day to shop for deals if you're an Amazon Prime member. Amazon's 10th Prime Day event starts today and runs through tomorrow. The summer sale promises millions of deals from electronics and kitchen appliances to apparel and beauty products.
All exciting stuff, and not so exciting in a business alert. The hacking group Nullbulge says it leaked thousands of internal Disney messages. It says more than a terabyte of data containing information about unreleased projects, raw images, computer codes, and some logins. And Nullbulge calls itself a, quote, hacktivist group. It says it gained access through a Slack user who had cookies. And Disney says it's investigating the matter. CNN could not verify the group's claims.
In your health headlines this morning, Oregon is among 7 states with very high levels of COVID-19. That's been detected through its wastewater. The CDC says the virus is growing or likely growing in 44 states and the District of Columbia. States are seeing more COVID-related hospitalizations and emergency room visits.
The World Health Organization and UNICEF says childhood immunization rates are continuing to fall. The rate of immunizations dropped during COVID in a, quote, historic backslide, but is yet to recover. Worldwide vaccination coverage was at 84% in 2023, the same as in 2022, but fell short of the 86% recorded in 2019.
And in your sports headlines this morning, the Prince and Princess of Wales posted a photo of Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis watching the European Soccer Championship final. The royal children were sporting personalized soccer jerseys as they watched the match. Spain defeated England 2-1, winning the championship. The royal family called England's effort an inspiration.
And with 10 days to go before the Olympics in Paris, there are still concerns about water quality in the River Seine. Swimmers will take to the water in the triathlon event. French authorities say there's been a general improvement, but recent testing shows the river is not safe to swim in most days due to high levels of E. coli. And trending now is the Home Run Derby, but it's not trending because of baseball.
Nope, it's because of that national anthem. You can hear it there. 4-time Grammy-nominated country singer Ingrid Andress sang the national anthem at the event that kicks off the Major League Baseball series.
And we'll let you listen to it right now, or you just heard it there. And so this, you know, we've heard it. We're we're on the side where we don't want to be mean to her. She's had enough hatred.
She's had enough. She's disabled comments on her Instagram.
I know, she's 4-time Grammy nominated. Like, she can sing.
I can hear it in her voice that she can sing. I believe that she can sing.
I wonder if she just couldn't hear herself and didn't know how
the problem.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Well, we're going to be nice about it since everyone's been mean.
Yeah, I feel like people need to support her. She's been through enough.
Yeah. Also trending this morning on Google, people are asking, what is a derecho? So there has been some discussion of one happening Monday in Chicago.
I have no idea what that is. Well, after severe weather swept through the area, and that's what triggered the word to trend. So we're going to
check in with Josh to see if he can explain to us what a derecho is, and he's also going to tell us what our current temperatures are looking like. Hey, Josh.
Hello. Yeah, I mean, there's a technical meteorological definition. It's got to be this many miles per hour for this long. But the layman explanation for it is it's very strong, straight line wind gusts, not rotating winds like a tornado or like kind of what happens during a hurricane, but very straight line winds. So that's what a derecho is. Okay, today is a first alert extreme impact fire day for the whole viewing area, as it's going to be pretty hot and it's going to be pretty dry out there. Breeze is not really that big of a concern for today, but the heat definitely is, as we'll be up around 100 for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley, surpassing 100 degrees for the lower Columbia Basin, and then a mixture of 90s and triple digits for the foothills of the Blues. For tonight, we'll see temperatures turning milder, so that means 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley, 60s also for the lower Columbia Basin, and some spots of the foothills of the Blues could struggle to even cool down below 70 degrees. So very mild stuff out there. Also pretty hazy, not only for today, but also for tonight, or at the very least some light, very widespread haze. Okay, temperatures no longer bouncing between 100 and 105 degrees, thinking they're going to go up to around 110 by the time we get to Sunday. So another bout of high temperatures being about 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year.
Thank you, Josh. Up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6, we have a crime alert to tell you about. The Kennewick Police Department makes an arrest after they spotted a stolen car. We've got the details.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today.
Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection.
Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish.
Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match.
And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, it doesn't have to be an apple. Wellness looks different for everyone. It looks like this. And this. And whatever this is. It's really that simple. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, where do I sign up for this? All that matters is you're taking a step towards a healthier you, inside and out. Find your apple.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees. Feet, knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result.